welcome to another live stream watch long reaction this afternoon. We're watching and reacting to the penultimate round of 16 game at the FIFA Club World Cup. Real Madrid CF versus Juventus FC. Real Madrid FC contra Real Madrid CF contra Juventus FC, la Copa Mundial de Clubes de la FIFA. We're here, we're ready to go. 2 games today, an earlier one and a late one, late-ish one. But we'll be ready to go. Real Madrid Juve. Let's see how fun it will be. Of course, tomorrow we have the Club World Cup round of 16 recap, quarterfinal predictions, 2 Gold Cup games. Then Thursday, the Gold Cup semifinal recap, the Toronto FC game Thursday, the first game of the post-Bernardeschi Insigne era. Crazy, yeah. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows for Real Madrid. In goal, Thibaut Courtois. The back 3 of Antonio Rudiger, Aurelien Tchouameni, Dean Huijsen. The midfield 5 of Francisco Garcia, Fran Garcia, Arda Güler, Federico Valverde, Jude Bellingham, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the front 2 of Vinicius Jr. and Gonzalo Garcia. Let's see if Mbappe is finally on the bench. He is on the bench. All right. Mbappe is back. Starting 11 for Juve. We have Michel Di Gregorio, back 3 of Pierre Kalulu, Daniel Rugani. We have Lloyd Kelly. The midfield 4 of Andrea Cambiaso, Kefren Turam, Manuel Locatelli. We have Alberto Costa, Francisco Conceição. We have Kenan Yildiz and Randall Kolo Muani for Juve. Juve wearing their navy blue kits. Madrid wearing white. Weren't those their last away kits, Juve? Wasn't that? Is this still last year's away kit? Well, either way. That's an oversight. With that being said, teams are walking out. We're getting ready to go. Second to last round of 16 game. Of course, later tonight we have Dortmund versus Monterrey. We end with a CONCACAF team who might advance. Monterrey has a way better chance than Miami ever did. By the quality of opponent and also the fact Monterrey actually is a good team. Isn't fraudulent. So, we'll see how that goes. Fittingly enough, that's the game I'm reviewing with the live stream. The second live stream and the review. Fittingly enough, right? With that being said, then the round of 16 will be over. The fun is soon to be finished. Dolphins got Darren Waller. Okay. He's kind of washed at this point, but okay. Courtois, Huijsen, Tchouameni, Rudiger, Garcia, Güler, Valverde, Trent, Vinicius, Gonzalo Garcia, Jude Bellingham for the front 3. Mbappe is on the bench. He finally recovered from gastro or whatever. Starting 11 for Juve. Di Gregorio. The back 3. Kelly, Rugani, Kalulu. We have Cambiaso, Turam, Locatelli, Costa, Yildiz, Colomwani, Francisco Conceição for the front three. Weston McKennie on the bench. Referee is Marciniak. Yep. VAR referee Kwiatkowski. About to start. Here we go. They benched Vlahovic, or is he injured? I'm not sure. He's on the bench, able to be used, so I think he just got benched. It's Madrid, though, so. No. They're going to replace Marner in the aggregate. It'll be fine. And then the playoffs will be better. Well, at least they'll have a better fighting chance. So, no, I'm good. I think we'll be fine. We're going to be worse without Marner take is just, no, I don't believe it. At least when it matters. Yeah, we might fall back a couple of positions. Yeah, we might not win the division next year. Okay, fine. But in the playoffs when it matters, we're going to be better. Or at least be more fight harder. Even if we play the Florida Panthers, which, yeah, I don't see that happening in the first round. Might be Ottawa, Toronto again, just 2-3 instead or something like that. But, and then Florida again. But freedom cannot be legislated. We'll bow down to no one, the Father and his Son. The Canton always created. The most war should have never been fought. But this is a war that must be fought. Good sentiment. I like the sentiment. I do. Is Mbappe on the bench? Yes. Hmm. 1 minute in. Mbappe is on the bench finally, yes. He's over Gastro or whatever the hell his problem was. I think it was Gastro. Could have been enterovirus. I don't know. Either way. All right. Here we go. 2 minutes in. 2. I'm doing good. 2 minutes in. And because of these games, I can't do an arrow wasted video on Bernadeschi and Insigne. But you know what? That'd be more, work than they ever put in. Especially Insigne. So it is what it is. Arrow wasted. I'm doing good. 242, 0-0, 0-0. 3 minutes in. Oh, no. Takes a shot. Blocked. Save. A non-USMNT drone crashed the USMNT training session. Apparently, U.S. soccer staff aiming to identify it. What is John Herdman doing? Playing forward. Madrid. Good clearance. Herrera might be going to Benfica. Wow. Wow. Dude's got to be damn near 30 at this point. He's going to Benfica? Wow. You know what? Good for him. MLS Lifer going to Benfica off of Canada upset. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Aaron Herrera to Benfica off of Canada upset. Good for him. Jesus. Wow. 4 minutes in. He was in the chat a couple of seconds ago. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes in. Thoughts on the Man City result last night? You know, I was upset. You were the only one. Well, maybe BKL was upset too, but either way, you two were the only ones. I thought that game was amazing. It was good to see Al Hilal win. 5 minutes in. Good showing for Saudi football. Juve playing the ball around the back. I mean, no. Playing forward. The Dolphins are frauds. The frauds. Well, that's a good thing about this, I guess, you know? That's the good thing about this. Canada might have just helped a lot of Guatemalan players lead better lives and better careers. That's a good thing. See, I'm trying to take all the positives out of this, because if I don't, it ain't going to be pretty. 6 minutes in. Playing forward. Juve! Oh, over the bar. Holy miss. The way they've been playing, I don't think so. Win, yes. Is that a municipal? Wait, was that a Marathon jersey in the crowd, or am I crazy? Was that a CD Marathon jersey in the crowd, or am I crazy? Am I seeing things? 7 minutes in. Probably 2-0 at this point. Juve's game. Juve is game right now. Madrid's still better, but, man, if Juve got that goal, you might have looked like a total idiot. But no offense. Fetty and Insigne gone. It had to happen. I hate that Fetty's gone. I hate that Federico's gone. That one hurts a bit. I think we could have salvaged him during a rebuild. Insigne had to go. That I'm completely fine with. That had to happen. What I hope now is that, I guess that's how we get Battadella, because the DP spots are open. Both DP spots are open. I guess that's how we get a guy like Battadella. Now it all makes sense. But can't get worse, can we? You know, they were playing better as a team without him the past couple of games. 4 points off of 2 games. You know what? Maybe this needed to happen. Fetty, I think, got thrown under the bus, but comparatively to Insigne, but if it opens up both TP spots and they do something with him and see what happens next offseason, you know, it is what it is. Well, yeah, if they both get eliminated, yeah, Chelsea are winning this. Yeah, if Real Madrid gets eliminated by Juve and PSG gets eliminated by Bayern, well, I don't know about 100%, but Dortmund versus Monterrey or Dortmund versus Juve going to the semifinal. PSG, Bayern versus and then Bayern versus one of those three. They have a chance. I think we have a way better chance against Bayern than we do Real Madrid or PSG. Better chance against Bayern than both. I think we still have a better chance against Real than PSG. But then again, you play the game for a reason. Ask Man City, right? Yeah, I knew something was up when the Potadella rumors were coming out. I knew something was up. I was like, well, how are we going to get him if we don't have a DP spot? Because then I remembered, or at least when I remembered, we only have the 2 DPs this year. I was like, wait, how are we going to get him then? I'm like, oh, something's up. I just thought it was Insigne, though. And then he wasn't playing. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's not even on the bench. Yeah, over the bar. I was like, oh, well, yeah, he's probably gone, isn't he? And then Fede happened, and I'm like, what? And then, like, at midnight, I saw that Insigne's getting released. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I wake up in the morning. I see Fede's gone, too. I'm like, what? That was actually the first thing. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, both? I think that's a good thing. 11th minute, cross in. Header. Yeah, maybe he's not, but then why would there be a rumor of a guy who's going to take up a DP spot if we have them both filled? That's when I was like, well, if that's what they're trying to do, get a player who will fill up a DP spot, and one of them's gone, if not both. Probably one, but yeah, I agree. Like, if players can't be cutthroat as a team or a coach, yeah, they have a psychological problem. If you're an athlete, you better be cutthroat. If you're a coach, you better be cutthroat. I wouldn't say for me, we need a number 10. That's one thing this team needs for sure. Even without Bernadeschi or Insigne, that's what he is. He's played Liga MX, pretty solid. Cruz Azul, Toluca wanted him too. Be funny if we beat him out for him, and then we're the only ones left somehow, because Toluca didn't complete talks with him or continue, and then Cruz Azul didn't either. I don't know what else is going on, but I wouldn't say obsessed. I'm just saying he's the top player we need. The top of ideal. Could probably do better, but, well, 13 minutes in, player down hurt for Juve. Look. Kalulu is back up. We choked. Simple. Guatemala wanted it more. And for some reason, Canada thought that they were so good and Guatemala was so nothing that all they had to do was just keep pushing and they'd get a second goal. Dumbasses. Maybe when you're down a man, you park the damn bus. I don't care if your system is heavy attacking, high line. I don't care if that's your system. Maybe you should realize that once you have a 1-0 lead, they're going to push for it to tie it up either way. But if you park the bus, you won't give them those openings to get the plays they had. Like it was a train wreck that was obvious as soon as Canada stayed high. And then the way they gave up the goals, they stayed high. The goalie played it long, header, ends up being a header, goal. Of course, the way Canada was playing, Guatemala was going to equalize. They should have parked the damn bus. But no, Jesse Marsch is a freaking stubborn jackass who'll only play his system. Sometimes you got to realize that that's not the way. Sometimes you got to park the bus. Well, they should be. Well, I wasn't thinking about him being on the team before the rumors happened, no. But he fits a position we need, so it's not like I'm against it if it did happen. And he is solid. So, but, I mean, you know what? Fair enough. I don't think it was more of a disrespectful. Playing forward, 17th minute. Real Madrid still 0-0, 0-0. Cleared away. It's 17 minutes. Madrid is struggling, you know. They're honestly struggling. Mets are medding, bring back Lowell Mets. It's a bad time to be NYCFC Mets Man City fan. Yeah, the Mets are kind of trash right now. Couldn't be me. The Blue Jays are good. Couldn't be me. The Blue Jays are good. Playing forward. Out. Man, Juve's game. Playing forward. Juve is trying to just minute. West Ham fan was saying that to me, Fanatics Fest, the Conference League win was better than Chelsea's win. Thoughts? Well, I mean, I can understand that thought process. West Ham, their best opportunity is winning a Conference League. That's their ceiling. Like, of course it means more. Like, that's their first European trophy. One. Second of all, I don't see West Ham winning a damn Europa League, let alone a conference or a Champions League. That's their ceiling, is a Conference League. They took their opportunity and ran with it. Chelsea's not supposed to be there. They were there because they suck ass, but they were good enough to make it. And of course, look at the rosters they put out throughout that tournament. They played bare minimum and still won every game but one. 2 if you count the Servette qualifier second leg. They won the damn trophy, only really playing their best 11 once in the final. They had to score 4 goals last 25 minutes to do it. Yeah, it means more. Like, yeah, Chelsea completed the set. But that's really all the Conference League was for, was to complete the set again of European trophies. If Chelsea were to somehow win the Club World Cup now, that might mean more. Like, if Chelsea somehow won the Club World Cup in 2 weeks, that might actually mean more than the Conference League ever did. And also, you could say that also completed the set of international trophies. Because we had the small one. Now we have the big one. Oh, wait, that means we still have to win the Intercontinental Cup when it comes back around. But, well, technically, the mini Club World Cup is that. But either way, depends on how you look at it. Either way, yeah, no, it means more for West Ham. They did something they thought they'd never be able to do. Win a European trophy. Third tier, but that's about their ceiling. I mean, yeah, they were pretty close to winning the Europa League one time before that. They got the semis, but, you know, wasn't the final. Also, yes, West Ham had teams drop down who were as good as them, and if not better. That is true. Chelsea just had to play all these shit nobodies, except for Legia and Betis. That's about it. I mean, well, Heidenheim, they had a really shit season. Let's be real. They really did. They still stayed up, didn't they? But they had a really shit season, so. Copenhagen, well, Chelsea treated them like shit. Wasn't even pretty. So, you know what? Fair enough. Also, West Ham had the drop downs of teams that were better than them, if not just as good. That is true. West Ham had to play Fiorentina, who had made 3 straight finals over those 3 years of the first, the second, and third. Or the second, third, and fourth, I should say. Header saved. Wait. Or was it 2? 2, my bad, 2. Roma, then Fiorentina, Chelsea. Yep, there we go. But either way, you played a better team. or more even final than we did. So, fair enough. It's true. Yeah, I do kind of hate the no drop downs. That does kind of suck because it kind of makes it more predictable when it comes to Europa and Conference for no drop downs, because the teams that drop down from Europa could beat the favorite in the Conference League. Like, do I think Chelsea would have beat some of those Europa League teams if they had to play them? Like, in straight rounds, they could have gone down earlier. I think the reason they won was because really the only team worth a damn was they beat Legia enough to where that shit show didn't really matter at Stamford Bridge. And then they played Betis, and that was really the one competent team that played. And they still beat them 4-1. So getting rid of the drop downs is a bad idea. Yeah, they played Jamaica and lost. Yep. No drop down is garbage. England will always win conference and probably Europa. Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that there was a 17th and 16th place team playing the Europa League final was a really bad indictment on that. It's a really bad indictment on that, for sure. Yeah. So, wait, you're saying Nottingham Forest will win it? Let's see if that's correct. At least it's Nottingham Forest this time. It may be harder for the Conference League to be won by an English team. If not, I guess, what, an Italian team? Happy Canada Day, y'all. Happy Canada Day. Yes, yes, yes. Well, they have to still keep their, what's the word? Coefficient up to keep the 5 slots. Who's to say? Well, if they're, well, yeah, that's a good point. But those coefficients change year by year, because this past year it was Germany and Italy, I think, that had the extra team. I don't even know if Germany or Italy, one of them, kept that extra team. I just know UEFA got it. But happy Rusev Day. That's not his gimmick no more. Want Mikel Antonio to win another trophy for West Ham. You're more likely to see him win a trophy for Jamaica. That's no disrespect to Mikel Antonio, but he's older, and I don't know if West Ham will want to keep him. That is true. Shot wide, that is true. At least one of them. Playing forward over the bar. Man, Juve's trying, man. Spain, England. Okay, so just totally flipped. All right. That doesn't surprise me, though. Corner for Juve. The Italian league was kind of shit this year. Save. Germany. It was Germany. Playing forwards, Madrid. Playing wide. That's going to roll out for a throw. Jay's game looks like it's going to have an incredible atmosphere. Normally it does on Canada Day. Just win this time. Just win this time. It's been a while since they've won on Canada Day regularly. Just win. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if he came to Toronto FC. I still think he has a good profile to be a good striker in MLS, even if he's coming off the car accident. I still think he has a really good MLS profile to be a striker in the league. Now, of course, probably not a high pressing system, but I don't think I'd sign him. If it was a high pressing system, I don't think I'd sign him, but that's not where we are right now. So if it's Fraser's system, fine. I think it means it depends on the system, but maybe a good like super sub if there was a high pressing system though on like against tired legs. Maybe. 29th minute, 0-0, Zeroh. Jonathan David should be in the squad. Well, what? I mean, he is a free agent. We have 2 open DP slots. Toronto's better than Turkey, I think. Toronto's better than Turkey. Shot! What a clearance. Garcia doesn't get there. I meant for Juve. Well, Juve's better than Turkey, even though I don't like Juve. Really, you're going to do this to me too? Jonathan David, I mean. Really, you're going to do the Davies thing? Really? That I have to root for a team that I hate because you play there? Awesome. The Dak Prescott thing? I hope he goes to EPL. Well, he ain't going to Chelsea. Arsenal. They need a striker. Go to Arsenal. Jonathan David to Arsenal. They need a striker. They're idiots. But, why? I mean, Turkey is a bad idea, and I hate Juve. But, I mean, Juve's still better than Turkey. But, like, really, Jonathan David's going to pull a Alphonso Davies, Dak Prescott. Really. Make me root for a team that I hate. Because you're playing there. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. I hate Bayern, but I have to root for him because Alphonso Davies is there. And he signed a damn extension, just like Dak Prescott signed an extension with the Dallas Cowboys. Instead of getting traded to like the Steelers or some shit. Yay. I'd say an ass, but, you know, I didn't say anything about Juve. I didn't say anything about Juve except that I hate Juve. Juve merda. There's a reason why I'm wearing the Madrid jersey. Yeah, Juve might be an Italian club, but Juve merda. I only rooted for Juve over Man City because Man City I hate worse. I mean, compared to Juve, compared to Man City, Juve is a saint. Their owner is just a rich jackass who knows nothing about football. Compared to a oil state. There's a difference. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Jonathan David went there. I mean, Cristiano was there. So it wouldn't be the first time. But I said Toronto's probably better than Turkey, if we're being honest. I didn't say none about Juve. Except Juve merda. That's all I said. That's all I said. Yeah, that could be good. The way they're playing, they might. I mean, Juve's game, they're keeping this tight. That was the main idea. Man, I didn't think Igor Tudor was that good of a manager, but he might just be Xabi Alonso. What's going on here? Yep, Zach Bolduc going to the Habs. Good move. 33rd minute, 0-0, Zeroh. Oh, it is Juve. Well, it wouldn't be the first time where I have to root for Juve because a player that I like went there. I mean, Cristiano was there for a couple of seasons. Wouldn't be the first time. Or at least root for the player on the team. So I have to stop saying Juve Merda for a while. Shit. Yay. Juve Merda. Yep, Berlusconi. Wasn't he AC Milan's owner, then the president of Italy, then AC Milan's owner again? I mean, you know what? Berlusconi was a G. All the stuff all the stuff that he did, he was a G. Like that man, I aspire to be like Berlusconi. Like talking head, manager, prime minister / politician. Well, either or. Preferably prime minister, but preferably. Preferably. Remember Elizabeth May? She was born in the U.S. As long as she's a Canadian citizen, but my point being is any Canadian citizen could be prime minister. So if that ever goes down, who's to say? Who's to say? Who's to say? Either way, Berlusconi was a G. Well, he did. He's dead now, but he did. Because Juve's a better team. It is funny that Madrid's up equal 11-11. They still haven't scored yet. That is kind of funny, though. Cross in. That is kind of funny, though. With that being said, just want your thoughts on my last two comments. Before I say that, Juve doesn't have Jimmy. Oh, yeah, that's true as well. Maybe Arsenal, the Championship, Liga, and Turkey, MLS. Why would Jonathan David go to the Championship or Liga? Turkey's even worse. So Turkey's better than that, actually. Like, dude's a Canada starter. Why would he go to the Championship? That's delusional. I mean, if he could bring Wrexham up within a year, but that's not really good for the World Cup. Whatever. Mikel Antonio needs to stay at West Ham. You know what? I hope he wins something there. But you could play better Juve. I mean, overall, yeah, but maybe you should just keep it tight. Maybe you should keep it tight. Maybe that's the idea. And then try to get something. So far, it's worked over the bar. Out for a corner, I guess. Mikel Antonio's next move. MLS probably makes the most sense. Or Turkey. Yeah, sure. I thought you were talking about Jonathan David. Arsenal would not happen, no. They need a striker, but I don't think they're that desperate. If they were, they would have went for Jonathan David. And I'm not shitting on Jonathan. I'm just saying, goal kick. If they were actually desperate, they would have went for Jonathan David. Turns out they're not desperate. Yes. th minute. Matt Murray's going to Seattle. Well, good for him. Does Toronto need a center back? I mean, that's the least of our worries. I mean, we have Zane Monlouis when he's healthy. We have Gomis when he's healthy. We have Kevin Long. Maybe a fourth center back, Lazar Stefanovic. That's the least of our worries. I think we have really solid players there. That's the least of our worries right now. When our main two are healthy, that's the least of our worries. Unless they move Gomis wide again, then I guess we do. But Long probably has a little bit long in the tooth at this point. Maybe he should be replaced, but Stefanovic is really good. Rolstead needs to go, but depending on the situation, that's the least of our worries. Juve playing tough. Well, it's not exactly that our defense is shit. It's that our offense can't score. I've said this the whole season. If you're relying on your defense to post up a clean sheet every game in MLS, you're going to lose a lot. And they've still got a good amount of clean sheets this year for a defense that's supposed to be shit. Like 2 years ago, if you blame it on the defense, fine. That's fine. This year, no. You blame it on the fact our offense can't hit the broadside of a damn barn. Like in MLS, it's very hard to get a clean sheet. Just like it's very hard to win on the road. These are the truths. And TFC has still pulled a couple of clean sheets out of their ass. The draw against Vancouver, the win against Portland, they pulled a couple out of their ass. Like the worst it's been, honestly, most of this year, the worst it's been is 2 goals a game. Which, I mean, 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football, right? I don't think our defense is that shit. It's the fact our offense can't score. If our offense could score to the point where they were supposed to on paper, we're fine. At least a point per game. I think part of the problem is the defense had to be so perfect that they screw up because of that. The last game was the first game where the offense actually gave the defense goal support. And guess what? Clean sheet. So I think you're on the wrong track. Yeah, we allow goals, but does that mean the defense is shit? No. They've played pretty solidly. They just allow 1 or 2 a game, mostly 1 at this point, and lose or draw because, well, our offense can't hit a broadside of a barn, except for the Portland game and the Montreal game. I think you're on the wrong track. Talking too much. I'd rather have Gomis and Monlouis. No. 42nd minute. Oh, well, good for him. Defending Calder Cup champion, by the way. Former St. Louis Blue. Well, good for him. 42nd minute, 0-0. 0-0. But again, it's the true point. He's talking about the Habs. Do you even know who Sammy Blais is? Sammy Blais played for the 2019 Stanley Cup champion, the St. Louis Blues. He just won the Calder Cup with the Abbotsford Canucks. He's told about hockey and the Habs. They did have a bad game, though, yeah. I'm surprised Toronto still won that. Well, no, we need a striker, too. No, we need offensive players more than we need defensive players. We deal with the offense first, score goals, and then we deal with the defense next, in my opinion. We get the 10, we get the striker, we get a wing player. Well, we actually have wing players without Bernadeschi and Insigne. We get the striker in number 10, then we deal with the defense if need be. If they keep on only allowing maybe a goal per game and we still win 2-1, 3-1, you don't deal with it. At least not until you get to CONCACAF, then you might deal with it. But either way, depending on the situation, but either way. Okay, fine. I don't care. I'm not for everyone. I'm not for everyone. Do that what you will. Blimey. Blimey. You must be lying because you're here. Blimey. "45th minute. Cleared away, corner. 4 minutes of stoppage time. No, I did not. What, anybody could vote on it? I did not. No. I didn't know anybody could vote on it. I didn't know it was that type of award. Shot! Whoa, what a save. Corner. TDNA's website, I guess. Probably. It's announced on Sunday. Voting's still open. 1 minute in. Crossed in. Header. Cleared away. Man, Juve's playing tight. Yeah, let's do it live then. Screw it. Let's do it live. Balón de Oro de la Liga MX. Two minutes in. Are you rooting for Mexico to win the Gold Cup? Well, it depends. Huh. Oh, they just fired him. Oh, they just fired Anselmi. Ha! Well, at least that's what the thumbnail looked like. I can't translate it. Shit. Damn you, Google Chrome. I can't find it. Christ, I can't find it. Well, I mean, he wasn't bad in the league. He was just bad for Porto. Christ, I can't find it. To hell with it. "30 seconds. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it is. Okay, here it is. Best goal of the season: Raimundo Fulgencio, Amori Morales, Richard Sanchez. Shit, I'll vote for them all. I think it was Fulgencio, but let's watch the other two. I think it was Fulgencio's goal, personally. Yeah, we'll vote for this, and then we'll take a break. Headed away by Juve. I think it was Fulgencio, but yeah. Actually, all these goals. Yeah, it was Fulgencio, for sure. Yeah, I think it was Fulgencio. I don't even think I have to see the rest of them. Fulgencio, goal of the season. Goalkeeper of the season, Malagon. Mejor lateral, Rotondi or Gallardo, Jesus Gallardo. Mejor central, Joaquim or Willardita. Dita. Medio defensivo, mejor, Lira or Palavecino. Ooh. Lira. Halftime. It is 0-0 at the half of the Madrid-Juventus game. 0-0, 0-0. Mejor medio ofensivo, Canales or Vega. Vega. Alexi Vega. Mejor delantero, Henry Martino Paulinho. Mejor novato, Gilberto Mora or Hugo Camberos. Mora. Mejor director técnico, Andre Jardine, Turco Mohamed. I mean, this year it's Turco. Yeah, this year it's Turco. Mejor portera. Wow. Ovalle. Do I have to do anything more? Well, there you go. I just threw it that way. I didn't aim it at nothing. I just threw it that one. Because time zones, I guess. I don't like it either. Pizzetta from us. Well, I mean, it's okay move. Once you click on the nominee, it registers. Okay, so we got it all done. Yeah. So, Fulgencio's goal of the year. Malagon, best goalkeeper. Best lateral, Jesus Gallardo. Best central defender, Dita. Best defensive midfielder, Lira. Best offensive mid, Vega. Best forward, Paulinho. Best young player, Mora. Best manager, Turco. Bianca Felix. Best femenil keeper, Lisbeth Ovalle. Best femenil player. Yep, there you go. So. They only give you two choices. But with that being said, 0-0 at the half of the Real Madrid game. 0-0, 0-0, middle tiempo. Real Madrid are getting stonewalled. That's good news for Juve. We'll see how it goes for the next half. Yeah. I still think there's more you could have picked, except the goals. There's like 10 of those. There's like 10 of those. It's like there's 10 of those, but There's 10 of those. Like, really, 10 goals, but it's like, oh, here's 2 players per category. It's like, what? Maybe it's just the room on the page. I don't know. With that being said, we'll take a short break, talk about the stats of the half. Get this one going. Real Madrid are struggling. Struggling. Sit tight, be back. We're back for the stats of the half. Damn. With that being said, stats to have 57% possession and 43% possession, 8 shots to 4, 4 shots on goal to 1, 313 accurate passes, 92%, 229, 90%, 6 fouls to 3, 4 corners to 2, 8 shots to 4, 4 shots on goal to 1, 339 passes to 255, 92% pass accuracy to 90, 7 throws to 5, 9 touches opposition box to 9, 0 offside to 0, 0 yellows to 0, 0 reds to 0, 0-0 at the half, settle with settle, middle tiempo, Real Madrid look, I wouldn't say they even look like the better team. They've had more of the forward play, but Juventus has been tight. Juventus are keeping this tight, and if they do keep this tight, the longer this goes, the more likely they could win, even without extra time. But with that being said, it's going to be interesting to see how the second half goes, but Madrid might blow this. They might blow this. Juve just needs one at this point, the way they're playing. Madrid could break through, get a couple of goals. I think that's Madrid's win. If they can't and just get one, we might have a problem. $45 more minutes this game. Should be interesting. Waiting for the second half to start. My bad. I mean, maybe we're better that way. I don't know. Maybe we need to just blow it up. Well, I guess they finally did that. Now it's rebuild the house, I guess. Now it's just rebuild the house. Less than a couple of minutes to the second half. 1 minute. Good. Madrid, got to find an answer. Here we go, second half. Can Madrid break through? Can Madrid break through? Or will Juve keep it close and get one goal and steal it? Probably before extra time, very likely so. I don't think they can hold for 120 minutes. Like, I think Juve, they got to hold for the next 45. We'll see how the second goes. But Juve's got to get one. Like, you can't just hold for 120 minutes. Juve has to go and get one. That might not be enough either. But they got to get one. They got to get one. The way they're playing. Keep defending, get one. That's how you steal it. I don't think they can hold for 120 minutes. I don't know. Personally, I lean towards Domino's. Papa John's ain't bad, though, but I lean towards Domino's. Pizza Hut the best, though, but Domino's. Well, you asking me to pick your damn food again, or Mbappe probably gonna come on this half, around the 60th minute, probably. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Real Madrid probably needs Mbappe during this game. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think Madrid might need Mbappe today for 30 minutes. That might change this. I can't believe I'm saying it, but either way. Yeah, I prefer Domino's personally. Lou Malnati's is far too. Chicago? Oh, right. Yeah, no, we talked about. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's like, wait, Giordano's and Lou Malnati's? I'm like, Chicago? Then I'm like, oh, yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. We did. You brought up Chicago before, yeah. And here we go. The second half, Juve kicking off. Yeah, the Fire's new stadium. Yep, there we go. And we're off. Ooh. Plays forward. 45 minutes, 0-0. Let's see if Juve can steal one, or will Madrid finally pop one in. Madrid gets about 2 goals this half. It's pretty much done and dusted, or depending on the timing of the goal. But Madrid gets one. I think that makes this very much tougher for Juve. But they're going to have to press, which might allow a second to be scored. Brought down. Shot wide by Fede Valverde. Just nonchalantly puts it wide. 46th minute. Playing forward, 47th minute. Oh, yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, they do. I haven't tried it yet. Don't think I can today, but if I could, that'd be nice. Might just make the damn potato skins today. I'm not sure. Either way. Brought down. Oh, no. Caught. Headed. Well, it can't be caught now. He headed away. Jesus Christ. Madrid lost their mind. Could Juve break here? Out for a goal kick. No, corner. Cross in. Headed away. What a damn near idiotic mistake by Real Madrid. 49th minute. Playing forward, Vinicius. Vinicius, still. Vinicius. Cross. Run over the bar. Damn it. 49th minute. If they pull this off, 50th minute. Corner. 51st minute. Partially tired, partially bored. That's where that came from. That Man City Al Hilal game was so much better. Here comes Real Madrid. Vinicius blocked. Not even out for a corner. Yellow card. Free kick. Oh no, it's raining in Miami. Oh no. Corner. Arda Güler. Cross. Header. Doesn't get down. Shot save! Madrid's starting to take shots. Question is, will they go in? '53rd minute. Is it raining in New York? It is raining in New York. Well, that's good for y'all. Probably bad for Toronto. Can't wait to see how that plays out. 53rd minute. Corner. Cross in. Headed away. Madrid gets back on it. Back to Vinny. Cross. Nobody there. Still Madrid. Another cross. Header. Goal! 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 Gonzalo Garcia! What a header! 1-0 Madrid. Just under the hour. 1-0. Finally, they break through. Finally. What a header. What a header. Gonzalo Garcia. How we doing, Elias? Gonzalo Garcia, 1-0. Real Madrid with the header. 34th, or was it? He's onside. Boom. 54th minute. There it is. Juve held on for almost an hour, but they just couldn't keep holding. I'm doing good. A little bit tired, a little bit bored, but what'd you expect? Gonzalo Garcia leads. Gets the goal to make Real Madrid lead Juve. Shot. Oh, almost gave it right back. Talk about the team. I'm feeling better after that loss. Cross in. Here's a chance. Oh, they didn't get a second. It's getting a bit more open, though. But, I mean, after that game, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I missed the beginning of the season. I assume you're happy with the buyouts. I mean, I'm very happy with the Isiah buyout. Bernadeschi kind of hurts a little bit, but I mean, I understand it. 56th minute. Yeah. I mean, it's better than 8-1. It's better than Haiti, I guess. One 0 for Madrid. Uno a 0, 57th minute. Playing forward. I mean, that's true. That is true. 58th minute. That is true. I do love that. Even with all this, the good team, then going to shit, then improvement, we still have a trophy more recent than England. Yeah, that is true. Playing forward. That is true. And I was alive for it. I was 2 weeks old, but I was alive for it. Headed away when it happened. Conceição is off for Kostic. Yeah, the last time the Leafs won a Stanley Cup, my dad wasn't even born. So, talk about the hockey team. So, there's that. It's 2-0 Yankees at the end of the third inning. Damn. Playing forward, 1-0, 60th minute. Playing forward, save. That's out. That's out. Yes. I don't know why I believe it, but it seems like Canada plays better against teams that are above them anyway. So you know what? Yeah, sure, they will. I know it's cope, but you know what? Sure. Canada does better playing against teams above them anyway. They always play down to competition. They're like the Steelers. When they're playing a team that's obviously better, they play up to them. When they're playing a team that's obviously worse, they play down to them. Seems like that's a thing. Doesn't mean you're going to win, but, 61st minute. Corner. 29 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Hunched away. After this game, we'll have 7 teams through, 9 teams left in the round of 16, 1 more team to be eliminated. That being Dortmund or Monterrey. Well, I prefer Monterrey to go through because CONCACAF, but, 62 minutes. 1-0. 1-0. 62 minutes. Game's starting to open up a bit. The good news is that should mean Madrid could get another goal. It's going to be harder for Juve to get a goal. And if they do, the game's opening up to the point where Madrid could get another. So, there you go. Playing forward. Yep. I would agree with that. Trent has an assist, but he's mediocre. Yeah. But hey, at least he has an assist, right? Sometimes you could have a horrible game and still score a point or two, whether that be a goal or assist. Point, hockey term, goal or assist. But either way, you could have a horrible game and still score. I mean, horrible's a stretch, but, what's new? Trent. You know what? I'm not mad about it. That's fine. Best of luck to Pontus. I'm fine. I'm good with that. I mean, now that we have Waugh and Lawton, do we need Pontus? No. Cross in. I mean, he pretty much was surplus to requirements at this point. Now let's get rid of Yarncroak. So, I mean, Vinny needs to go to the bench. Rodrigo should play on his position. But I will say, with that, if a certain somebody wants me to buy them a Tampa Bay Lightning sweater, I'll buy them a Pontus Holmberg one as a troll. Who's Holmberg? Be like, a somewhat okay player who used to play for the Leafs who now plays for the Lightning. He's okay. He's not great, but he's okay, I mean, he's better than Yarncroak. He's better than Calle Yarncroak. I don't know what that says, but he's better than Calle Yarncroak. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, look, Mbappe's coming on. He's back from having the shits. Vancouver Whitecaps send their regards. Jesse Marsh sends his regards. Cross in. Out. The Turtles coming on. 67th minute. Seven 67th minute. Oh, now he's on. 24 minutes to go. Here we go. Mbappe making his first Club World Cup appearance. Valverde is such a tank. I agree. Well, I mean, he's a good player, but tank, I don't know if that's the word. Cruise missile, maybe. Tank, I don't know. I don't think tank's the word. Cruise missile, yeah, sure. Gatling gun. Yeah, that's a good word. Cannon, sure. Tank, no. Workhorse, okay, a better term for sure. Better term, yeah. '69th minute. Shot save. Playing forward, 70th minute. 20 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Not as angry as I was when Canada lost to Guatemala, but I'll still probably crash out. At least it's a later game, so I don't have to worry. Safe. I don't have to worry about being too angry. That helps. Maxi Falcon reportedly leaving Miami following the Club World Cup. His agent's working on several possibilities for a 28-year-old center back. What the hell, man? Miami, your problem is defense. You're getting rid of one of them, one of your better defenders. You dumbasses. Yildiz is off for Koopmeiners. What idiotic move is that? Like, seriously. 71st minute. Playing forward. Here comes Juve. Cross in, headed away. Madrid's trying to let Juve back in this game, or at least tie it up, I should say. Bellingham. Vinicius runs onto it. Oh, what a run. He's onside. Vinicius. Mbappe. Cross. Shot, save! 72nd minute. Cranlin's going to the Ducks. Good move. Yep. And Selmy got sacked by Porto, as far as I could tell. I couldn't translate the headline, but they grayed him out on the picture. I'm like, that must be fired, right? That must be fired. Di Gregorio's having himself a game. And sadly enough, it might not be enough. Like Yassine Bono could have been last night. Sometimes it just sometimes it's not enough. '73rd minute. But he's having a damn good game, yeah. Honestly, I might, if I was doing a review, I might call him man of the match, even though Juve's losing. That's how good his game's been. Even if they do lose. Speaking of Turkey, Alexi Vega might go to Galatasaray. Honestly, that's actually a fine move, though. But you said Turkey sucks. For Jonathan David, who's one of the top scorers in France, not playing for PSG. Alexi Vega going to Europe from Toluca, that's a good move. But hopefully he doesn't leave Toluca. That would suck. USA, actually. I'm going to say USA is the easier final. I think Guatemala is going to give it everything. If Guatemala gets there, they're going to make it tough. The USA, they're not good. I'm sorry. They're not good. They're not good. Hell, Guatemala might be a harder final than Canada, even though that's not possible. But if looking back at how this tournament went, hell, Guatemala might give a harder final than Canada would have. So you know what? Fair. Anyway, back for Juve. Score a goal. And go to extra time. Ruiz could be going to the French league. Well, that's a good move. Xavi Simon is a good player. He's a good player. Still a little bit raw, but he's a very good player. Playing forward. Cross in, cleared. Out for a throw, 75th minute. Player out. Be a throw in, 75th minute. Yep. Weston McKennie coming on for Juve. Water break, 75th minute. 15 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Am I crazy to say Monterrey has a chance? Luka Modric is about to come on for Real Madrid. Am I... You know what? Am I crazy to say this? If Monterrey beats Dortmund, does Monterrey actually have a chance to beat Real Madrid? Like, do they actually have a chance? They might. They might actually have a chance. If they beat Dortmund, they might actually have a chance. A puncher's chance. A realistic chance of beating Madrid, because Well, I shouldn't have asked that. I am. Well, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I actually think they have a puncher's chance. Probably not. They'll give one hell of a fight. This Madrid team sucks, though. They're still not totally bedded in with Xabi's system, one. Second of all, they haven't really wowed me this whole tournament. Yeah, they beat Pachuca, but Pachuca, they suck right now. I think Monterrey is way better at Pachuca. I'll say that much. That is true. We can't argue about that. That is true. Honestly, Jack, frankly. Newcastle wants Xavi Simons. Ah, that's a good move. He's going after the tournament. This is his last tournament with Madrid. He's going after the tournament after Madrid gets eliminated. Just like how Thomas Muller is still playing this tournament, and then he leaves Bayern. This is Modric's swan song. And just like how Toni Kroos played the Euros, even though that was with Germany, before he truly retired. That's starting to become a thing now, that the summer tournament is where a player leaves and then hangs it up, or at least for their long career with a team they've been with for forever. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, Muller and Modric are still going to play, but they're leaving the team they've been identified with for their whole careers, or the bulk of it, right? In Modric's case. In Muller's case, his whole career. 12 minutes to go. Yeah, but hey, Chelsea's probably going to the final. That'll be awesome. Even if Chelsea makes the final, I'll still wear the suit for the final for this tournament. Don't worry. Don't worry. Limited budget. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I did. 79th minute. Blocked away. '79th minute. 1-0, 1-0. Cross in. Get it out. Blimey. Get out. Blimey. Good tackle. That's a cool plan you have up there. Let me take a selfie with it. Blimey. Get out. '80th minute. Playing forward. Vinicius. Cross. Oh! Nope. No own goal this time. '81st minute. Foxa signing back with the Dallas Stars. Damn, that sucks. He was good for the Blues. That sucks. Yeah. 81st minute. '82nd minute. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Playing forward. Oh. Good step. Madrid. Can they pick it forward? They do. Vinicius. Wide header. Cleared. Shot. Oh, what a save. Corner. Schwameni puts it wide. Wow. Madrid trying to put away that last goal. The sealer. They're trying to put away the sealer. Well, they get it, is the question. Corner, 83rd minute. Once we get to 84, it'll be about 10 minutes. Damn, the last story he broke was Marner getting traded. Sign and trade. Yeah, I wish Bob the best in his retirement. The last story he broke was Marner's sign and trade. Well, crazy. That's crazy. 84th minute. Or at least the fact that it was happening. '84th minute. '84th minute. Around the final 10 minutes of this game, Real Madrid have the lead. Can they get one more goal? If they do, that's curtains for Juve. But right now, they have the forward play. This game is opened up, and somehow Real Madrid have the control when Juve has to chase it. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that went through. Corner. Substitution for Juve. Locatelli, Rugani are off. 4. McKennie and Gatti. Oh, they finally made the subs 20 minutes later. McKennie and Gatti are on. Well, that's some. Okay. Playing forward. '86th minute. Yellow card. Madrid leads 1-0. 1-0. Playing forward, 87 minutes. Here comes Vinicius. Vinicius still. Cross in. Save. Under 10 minutes to go, I would guess. Probably only about 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time. I mean, there hasn't been many stoppages in this half, so. '88th minute. '88 minutes. What's Di Gregorio, his age? Playing forward. Cross in, blocked. He is 27. 27, Di Gregorio. 27. So pretty young goalkeeper who's just about hit his prime. For a goalkeeper, 27's young. For a goalkeeper, 27's young. In my opinion. '89th minute. Cross in, save. 1 minute to go plus stoppage time. '90th minute. How much stoppage time? 1-0. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. Real Madrid has to hold on for 5 more minutes to not go to extra time. Juve needs a goal. But Real Madrid's been controlling the game recently, which is crazy, to be honest, considering, well, maybe they shouldn't be. '52 seconds, 1 minute of stoppage time down, 4 to go. 117. Two minutes in. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. Yeah, well, it's the afternoon. It's fine. 2-0. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Real Madrid leads. Juve getting a chance. They need a goal to send this to extra time. Headed away. Good steal. Ooh, not exactly. Offside. And we're halfway through stoppage time. 2:30 to go. Juve almost eliminated from the Club World Cup. Madrid looking to advance to play Dortmund or Monterrey. The winner of the game later tonight will play Madrid on the weekend. Saturday, I think. Yeah, Saturday. 3 minutes in. So I guess what? Chelsea plays Monday if they win their quarterfinal, I would guess. Or, yeah. Actually, Tuesday. My bad. Tuesday. Yeah, probably. Be stupid if they played the first day of the quarters, that played the second day of the semis. Yeah. 3:20. So, yeah, probably the first one. But they're both 2 o'clock and only on different days, so it is what it is. Madueke might generally go to Arsenal. So we're going to stiff them again. Or, my bad. We're going to, yeah, I guess stiff them. We're going to rob them again, aren't we? Just like we do with Raheem Sterling. Funny. 4 minutes in. Why don't they learn? Why don't they learn? Arsenal isn't a serious team. You know what? You're right. 1 minute to go. How are we fooling them again? How? That makes no sense. $30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. Madrid are seconds away from the quarterfinals. Playing forward. No penalty save. Kolomouani dived for sure. He dived. Goal full time. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. Madrid have advanced to the round of, or the quarterfinals. Madrid avanzada de la Cortos de Final de la Mundial de Clubes. They are through. One more team to advance. 9 teams left in this tournament. We'll only have 8 at the end of the night. We're going to find out. We'll be back for that. But Madrid have advanced. Tight game. Juve played better than I could have expected. But in the end, Madrid moves on. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification on subscribe. Send chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 7:55 for the Borussia Dortmund Monterrey game. I will see you then. We'll review that once it's over, of course. Tomorrow we'll have the round of 16 recap, quarterfinal predictions, and then the 2 Gold Cup semifinals. Congratulations, Madrid. Felicidades, Real Madrid. Commiserations, Juve. We move on. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you later.